Okay, welcome everybody. This is lesson 11, and we're going to be doing the level 1 test. I'm very excited about this. All right. Now, I debated long and hard on how to do this because the way the way that we do things in the societies is you have what we call a round table discussion. So you're going to, if you have an issue, if anybody has an issue, a member or whatever, has a problem, has a concern, remember, we don't have problems, we have challenges and opportunities, right? No problems. So if a member has a challenge, he or she will go to the other members and talk about it. Now, there's really no one who is the ultimate member that's going to give you the answer. Yes, you have your uncle and you have members who have been members much longer, so they might have more insight. But at the end of the day, no one is going to give you the answer. So what we try to do in the roundtable discussion is get the person to figure it out themselves. So if you have a question, you try to figure it out yourself first before you ask. And if you then still can't figure it out, you're going to ask the question of somebody else. And they're going to lead you to the answer yourself. So just saying the answer, just blurting out the answer to someone else, so somebody comes to you with a problem and then you just tell them the answer, is not going to benefit them. What you're trying to do is get that member to a place of understanding where they get it and where they can figure it out themselves what they need to do. And the reason is because the whole point of this is discovering who you are and who you are becoming. And it's your creation. So it has to be you that makes the ultimate decision. And the whole point of it is the journey, not the destination. So if we just tell people the answer and then don't explain how we got the answer, that's not going to teach anybody anything, right? All right. So I debated long and hard what to do because I've provided the test. So there's a PDF of the test. I'm not sure, Truman, if you could bring that up on the YouTube, can you?
I sure have. It is sitting up there just at the initial emblem.
Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to give you the answers eventually. But what I want to do is we're going to have a point system. So I'm going to read the question. And if you know the answer, just blurt it out. Just press your button and away you go. Now, if I feel that the answer is not quite correct, I'll give you 1 point. If it is absolutely 100% correct, I'll give you 2 points. And the first person that gets to 1,000, so this is going to be more than just this test, is going to get a special gift from me. All right. So, and by the way, everybody that gets to 1,000, once you hit that, you're going to get that gift. So that's your know the score, and it is also recognition, right? Because you're going to get a reward for behavior that is following the training. But it's not a participation trophy. Okay. So I'm going to list, I'm going to, not list, I'm going to read the question and then give you a little bit of time to answer it. If you have no idea, just say, I have no idea, because there's not that many people here. So if you don't know, I'll present the answer. So Truman, it might be easier, we'll see, we'll do a couple of these. It might be easier to just display the answers on YouTube. I'm not sure if you can jump back and forth between the PDF and my screenshot answers that I have.
I can put anything you want on the screen because I have a secondary screen that I can just drag anything I want and show.
Okay. All right. Well, you let me know. You're the DJ. I like having Truman here. So everybody thank Truman. Give a shout out to him because he's helping out being the DJ here.
I want to get some points too. Come on now. Don't go straight to the answers.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the whole idea is you're trying to think of what the answer is. And this is not going to be like it is in high school. And I would get mad at the teachers for doing this, okay? They would, like try to rush through a multiple choice test. Oh, it's A, oh, B, it's D, C, and then they would just be really quick. Like the test is there to try and teach people. And we're just going through it real quick. Like, what if I got it wrong? What if I don't understand why I got it wrong? I want to know why I got it wrong so I don't get it wrong the next time. But that's not how high school teachers think, right? They just want to rush through it so that they can go home. All right, we're not going to do that. We're going to take our time. So if this takes one session, fine. If it takes 2, 3, 4, whatever, we're going to go through the whole test. And some of the questions I haven't even gone over. So you're not going to know them unless you went through level 1 training in the audio versions or your wish is your command. So I don't expect you to know all of the answers anyway, and it's okay if you get them wrong. Okay, so is everybody ready?
Giddy up.
Okay. Oh, and of course this is not working. All right, there we go. Okay, this one is a little bit wonky, so I'm just going to read it out loud. Your wish is whose command?
Yours.
That's right. You got 2 points. Okay. So your wish is your command. Now, I don't know why they did this, but on the test, they put your wish is whose command? My. Well, no, it's so then they change it. And then he goes, my wish is my command. So it's like, what? So what I'm about to post is going to look like it is in the movie, in the story, Alibaba. So it's not going to make any sense. But the reason why it's my is that he changes it in the training to my wish is my command. Sorry, that was giving me trouble. Okay, so is that appearing now in the text?
Did you put something else up? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. We can do it like that. No problem. Let me just move some things around.
Okay.
So yeah.
Everyone, that should read my wish is whose command, and then the answer is be my. Okay.
I had the other PDF you had up there. So you're just going to post the questions in there like that?
Yes. So I don't know what's beneficial for the YouTube version of this. Might be beneficial just to wait and post the answers after I post the answers up.
Sounds good. Do it. Keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, great. Okay. When you go through the training, you virtually have your own blank blank.
Aladdin's lamp.
Okay, yes, I'm going to give you 2 points. The technical answer is personal genie.
All right.
And feel free, guess 49, to answer if you know the answers. Okay, the basic training teaches you what?
The basic training, that's the 5 basics.
The basic training, the level 1 that I provided, and your wish is your command in audio. What does that teach you?
Give me the multiple choices.
See, I gave you the fill in the blank test. That's why it's so difficult. Okay, so I never went over this. All right, the answer is how to have, be, or do anything and everything you want, how to make your dreams come true, how to manifest your reality.
I was going to say how to make your own reality.
Yes, exactly. Okay, who do you listen to?
People who have successfully done something and yourself.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, so the technical answer for the test is someone who has what you want and has been where you are. The been where you are part, what that's all about is you have people who are successful, right? And they've been doing things successfully. Sorry, my computer's acting up. They've been doing things successfully for a long time, so they've actually changed their behavior. But what you want is someone who has been where you are, so that they didn't start out with daddy's money and daddy was a billionaire, so they just, you know, did stuff from their starting point. You want to talk to somebody who has ultimately started where you are right now in your life, in your income level, that sort of thing, so that you can ask them what they did when they first started. Okay, who do you ultimately listen to?
Yourself.
That's correct. Yourself, your own feelings. Boy, this is acting up today. Okay. Now, the next question is subjective, or the answer is subjective. It doesn't matter what the answer is. It's just your personal answer. So what is your belief that this stuff actually works on a scale of 1 to 10?
Eight.
It depends on what we're talking about, because some of his stuff he goes off on, but the core stuff, I'm going to give a 9.
Okay, cool. All right. So like the law of attraction and the training on this is a 9 for you.
Correct. And Gamer shouted out an 8.
Well, you guys are a lot higher than I was when I first started, I'll tell you that. So that's awesome. Okay, so 7. 99.9% of all books and seminars and courses on how to make money are written by people who have made a lot of money or have not made a lot of money.
Not.
That's correct. Generally not made a lot of money. Generally, where did these people make most of their money?
Book sales.
Yes, that's correct. Selling books, tapes, and seminars on how to make money. If a super wealthy person wrote a book on how to make money, did they actually write the book themselves, or did they have a ghostwriter write it?
Ghostwriter.
Yes, they did not write the book. They had a ghostwriter write it. If a super wealthy person wrote a book on how to make money, did they even read the book that they allegedly wrote?
According to Kevin, no.
That's correct. No. The super wealthy believe that the ability to create comes from blank.
Is that genetics?
That's good. Right on.
Yeah, I was going to say money.
Yes, and the genetics part comes from the fact that they intermarry. So once a family makes a lot of money, they are part of the club, so they will marry amongst that group. Now, what you have the ability to do is change your genetics to be part of that group. And that's what they don't want you to know. Okay, number 12. Members of secret societies kept the secrets between which two groups?
I'm not remembering this one.
Family and their peers in the same genetic makeup. Okay, let's try to pull up 13. In these societies, how is training done?
Well, I know he talks a lot about the one-on-one trainings with his mentors.
Yep. And what else do you think?
I mean, isn't it the whole system?
The whole system? Yeah, it is the system. They gave a very long-winded answer here, but it's basically the system. Some seminars and workshops, books, audios, observing other people from your own experience, one-on-one communication, member to member, being an apprentice to a mentor. And we talked about the round table today. What are the two variables in the teachability index?
Willingness to learn, willingness to accept change.
That's correct. Good for you. Boy, whenever I do my push to talk, that screws up what else I'm doing on here. That's why I have to stop talking and like try to manipulate this. I don't know what blank. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what I don't know. Will you ever totally get it?
No.
Right. No, you were always getting it. If you want things in your life to change, you're going to have to blank.
Change.
Change things in your life. So yes, that's correct. The most important thing you need to change is what?
Yourself.
Yes, I would give you points for that. It's the way you think, so which is yourself. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, the way you dress is important. The way you shake hands is important. Your manners and words that you use. You don't want to use stupid words or say ain't, things like that. But ultimately, it is the way you think. Does your teachability index change from time to time?
C.
There is no C.
Now that's Spanish for yes.
Yes, it is. That's right. Should you listen or should you wait for your turn to talk? Meaning you're not really listening.
Listen.
Correct. If you're not growing, you're what?
Dying.
Correct. So the idea with this is that if the business is plateauing, then you're actually dying, even though that's counterintuitive. So it's a concept that you always should be growing and getting better. And that means that like if you plateau, meaning if you're a person that you're staying the same, you work at the same type of job, you live in the same house, you don't really try to learn new skills. Once you've been doing whatever you've been doing for the last 20 years, you just don't really change. You come home, you watch the same kind of television programs for the same amount of time, you go to bed at the same time, and your life is just a rut. You have no real dreams, no real new desires springing up, and you're not trying to learn any new skills, then what good is it? Are you going to change? Are you going to improve? No. And you're actually going to go downward by trying to stay the same. A lot of people will say, oh, I have 20 years experience in this field. Well, not really. A lot of them only have 1 year experience and they've just repeated it 20 times. Because once they learned a certain amount in their field, they stopped trying to learn. They stop being teachable. So you should always be learning new things. I mean, doctors are constantly trying to keep up with the industry because there's so many new scientific breakthroughs. Even mechanics have to keep up. So you constantly have to learn and change and grow, and you should be having new cognitions every day. I should be able to ask, what did you learn today? And you should be able to tell me something. And that's very important. Otherwise, you're going to actually go downward, not forward. And no one really stays the same. They actually go down. How do you know you have a high teachability index?
I don't know how to what phrase they're looking for.
What do you think the answer is?
Go ahead, gamer.
Willingness to invest time or interest or resources.
I would give you points for that for sure. The technical answer is what are you willing to sacrifice and give up? So if you're giving your time, you're sacrificing your time. So you're correct.
Good answer. Good answer.
How much time are you willing to put in? How much money are you willing to put in? What are you willing to give up?
Whatever it takes.
Ooh, that was quick. You must master the step you're on before you get to blank.
So I have a hard time with that one because part of my understanding is you still need to have a flexible base. Otherwise, you can't fix your misconceptions.
Right, right. And another thing you're going to learn when we go to level 2 is all the things that you thought you understood are going to change because you're going to have new understandings. And even the answer of who do you listen to has changed, right? And I'm going to give you a new answer for that one. Who do you listen to? You listen to everyone, because you're going to use your own discernment when you listen to that person and figure out if you should really take counsel from them or not.
But once you've listened to the experts, you need to go and listen to the idiots.
Correct, because they can show you what not to do. And even a broken clock is right twice a day. Okay, so 25 is only focus on learning the next logical blank.
Step.
That's correct. Yes, if you focus on the next logical step, then it doesn't seem so scary. And 26, success builds blank.
I'm just going to guess confidence because it's the word underneath.
Yes, exactly. And confidence creates
Success.
good guess.
Possibilities.
You also get a point. It's activity.
I don't remember that one.
I kind of did go over it, but not really. So when you have confidence and when you're focused on your goal and you're doing your strategizing and your planning and doing all the thinking, you're going to get really excited and want to do.
Makes sense.
Activity creates.
Success.
Well, yes, but it creates habits. What is the optimal length of time to listen to CDs or do training, according to Kevin Trudeau?
20 minutes.
Good job. What kind of music should you listen to while learning new information?
Baroque classical.
That's correct. Oh, I almost posted the next answer. How often should you focus on the teachability index?
Always.
Always, yes. The answer is every day, but yes, always. How do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
Yes. Go as far as you can see, and when you get there, blank.
Keep going.
That's pretty good. You'll see further.
Feel around.
Okay, now your version of this question is really wide open because it's a fill in the blank instead of what would you call it? Multiple choice. Okay, so this is multiple choice. So there's a whole bunch of words listed, and you have to cross out the ones that don't belong. Okay, so it says, please cross out any words that do not belong on each side of the training balance scale, whereas you're going to write in words that belong. So when you're talking about the attitude side or the why, what kinds of words would you put on there?
Openness, debate, study.
Maybe this is confusing. The attitude side of the training balance scale is the side that you do with your brain. So what kinds of words would you put on that side?
I'm not sure what words you're looking for. Like, are you looking for more like success, money? Are you looking for like imagination?
Imagination would be one of them. Good. Okay. So when you think of the training balance scale, there is the action side. So that would be doing things to make your chief aim come about. And then there's the thinking side. Okay. So on the thinking side, what kinds of things would you put on that? Like they're all synonyms of thinking, basically.
Well, I know imagination is one.
Yes. Okay, so thinking, thoughts, your intentions, your strategy, your objectives, your dreams, vibration, emotions, how you feel, your motivation, enthusiasm, your desire, a good attitude. That would be words that describe that side. So all of your efforts should be on that type of stuff. Then you have the how, or the action side of the training balance scale, which is also important, but it's not as important. So on that side, what would you put on there? So it'd be synonyms of action and doing.
Work. Effort.
Yeah, that sounds good. Activities. They put strategizing here, but I think strategizing is the planning, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Using techniques, using skills that you have learned, action steps, plans, physical movements, emailing, talking to clients, things like that. So you already see there's a lot of stuff that we haven't covered per se, like word for word.
Level 2 teasers, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so number 35, what side of the training balance scale is 90% of success?
The Y, attitude.
Exactly. Yes, the attitude side, the first side. Thinking about the blank can almost guarantee failure.
How?
Yes. Wow, you're doing great today. To be successful, you must know how to do something. You must know the techniques and must have skills.
False.
False, that's right. All successful people did not know the how. Rather, they knew what they wanted instead of how to achieve it.
True.
Yes, true. When your attitude is right, blank, 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 blank.
I can't get the words right. Something with facts.
Oh, yes. I'm going to give you a point for that one. If you can come up with a little bit more, you'll get 2.
I can't get it.
When your attitude is right, the facts don't count. And the example that Kevin gave was Aristotle Onassis buying the ships up after World War II. And everybody told him that was a horrible idea because shipping had ceased and there are all these, degrading
Hey, you're
ships
giving
in the
answers
harbors.
away.
Yes, I am. Isn't that cool? But that is how he knew that most facts are actually something else. So what's 40? The above statement is true because most people think our facts are actually...
People's opinions.
Yes, that's correct.
Aristotle Onassis.
Yes, who bought up all the ships at the end of World War II and became the richest man in the world? Aristotle Onassis. The wealthiest man in the world to first release this information to the masses was...
Carnegie.
That's correct, Andrew Carnegie. The person he used to publish the works, first revealing this information, was...
Napoleon Hill.
Correct. Man, you're acing this test. The first book written that revealed Andrew Carnegie's material was...
It wasn't Think and Grow Rich. It was the other one, wasn't it?
Correct. Yeah. What was the other one's name?
Success.
You get at least 1 point for that. The Law of Success in 16 Lessons. The first basic concept in Your Wish is Your Command is
Who do you listen to?
yes. And of course, my computer is not cooperating. Oh, I know what I did. Oh boy. Let me just think here. Okay. The second basic concept is
Teachability index?
correct. The third basic concept is
Training balance scale?
yes. What are the 4 steps of learning?
Unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, and unconscious competence.
Woohoo! Focus on your blank, not on the blank.
Your goal, not the how.
Good. Or another thing could be dreams. Focus on your dreams, not on the how. How do you get to unconscious competence?
Repetition?
Yes, I'd give you 2 points for that. Doing it repeatedly, over and over at the conscious competence level, and observing someone else do it. Success breeds
Success?
yes. What is created in the brain when you reach unconscious competence?
Specific synapse connections. I don't remember.
Well, I'm going to give you 2 points because it's neural pathways, which is pretty much the same thing.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
The first 2 reasons people don't succeed are
They're focused on the how.
I would give you a point for that because that's definitely true. The first 2 reasons are they listen to the wrong people and have a low teachability index.
Okay.
To know and not to do is not to know. So the idea being that a lot of people will say, oh, well, I already know that. I know how to do that. I already learned that. But if you don't follow what you've just learned and you're not applying it, then you obviously don't know it. You don't know it that well, because if you did know it, you would follow it.
Yeah, I would put in stagnate there.
Stagnate. Yes, that is a good one too. Now that is a quote from someone called Leo Buscaglia. To be a master, you must master blank.
The ability to learn.
Yes, you must master the basics. A punch is not a punch. It is a blank.
I don't know what you're quoting, but a push or a nudge.
This was the story of Kevin Trudeau with Master Tai and Shi Young Ming, the Shaolin monk.
Yeah, I'm still trying to catch up. I don't know. Kinetic energy to work with, something along those lines.
Okay, well, I'll give you E for effort. A punch is not a punch. It is a punch. So the story is that the monk was visiting and Kevin said, I want to learn all the secret stuff, the Shaolin secrets. And he said, okay, well, he wants to teach you how to punch. And then he says to his translator, Master Tai, no, tell him I want to learn the secrets, like the really good stuff. I already know how to punch. So Master Tai talks to Xiang Ming in Chinese again. And he says, well, okay, he wants to see your punch first, but he still wants to show you a punch. So Kevin gets this candle because Xiang Ming wanted to see his control. He wanted to have Kevin stop 1 inch in front of the candle flame. So he throws this perfect punch, 1 inch for the candle flame. He stops, and it was wonderful control. And Xiang Ming goes, okay, and now I'm going to show you my punch. So then he gets up and he smiles at Kevin and kind of winks at him a little bit. And he throws this punch. He ends up 1 inch from the candle flame, but the candle goes out. Meaning, and it wasn't wind or anything like that. It was his chi energy let the candle flame go out. So if he were to hit someone with his fist, the chi energy would actually go through that person and affect that person much more. So it was really a punch. So the idea is a punch is not a punch, it's a punch. Kevin was like, I want to learn how to do that. And he's like, well, that's what he's been trying to tell you. He wants to teach you how to throw a punch. Okay. Oh, I didn't put that up.
Because I mean, that's a good example of the sum of all parts, right? You have to put in everything that you've learned in order to have a master execution.
Correct. Yeah. And Xiang Ming was going to teach him a punch, but it was much more than that. Okay, and 57. I am not afraid of the 10,000 strikes you know you've practiced only once. I am afraid of
The one 10,000 times.
Yep.
yes, the one strike you know and you've practiced 10,000 times. When can you stop focusing on learning the basics?
Never.
That's correct. Another answer that's possible is when you are so excited to be learning the basics that you can't stop doing the lessons and learning the basics, then you can stop. What is the best way to really learn this information?
To teach it.
That's correct. Look what I'm doing. Who do you teach it to?
Anyone that wants to listen.
Yes, yourself and others. So, yes, anybody who wants to listen, but primarily yourself. Why is it important to read books or listen to audios over and over again?
Your perspective changes. You'll grab more things out of it.
Yes, 2 points. Because you are a different person every time you listen or read, and you get new discoveries, cognitions, and realizations. What is the fifth basic concept in your wish is your command?
Master the basics.
Yes. Oh, I'm kind of screwed here. Let me just see. When you think you've got it, it means you have a blank.
Walk.
Lot to learn.
A lot to learn. I will give you 2 points for that. It's a low teachability index. So it's the idea that you think you know everything. Oh, I've got it, right? You become, oh, I was giving you the answer. I've had a long day. What is the strangest secret?
That video you gave us a link to.
Yes. So during that whole thing, what is the secret that he's talking about, the strangest secret? You become what you think about most of the time. What is, oh, I just did that, sorry. Who wrote it?
Nightingale.
Earl Nightingale, yes. Napoleon Hill says, whatever the mind of man can conceive, finish the sentence.
He can create. I'm just making something up.
And bring itself to believe it can achieve. Have you watched the DVD and read the book, The Secret?
Niet.
Okay, that is a subjective answer. There's no right or wrong answer. In the movie and book, The Secret, what law is described?
Attraction.
Yes. Can you have, be, or do anything and everything you want?
No.
Really?
Well, that all depends on your reality.
I would give you 2 points for that. So assuming that your attitude is correct and you follow all the training, yes or no?
I'm still going with no. I can't go to Pluto.
Okay, I get what you're saying. All right.
You can at least make progress, right? Success is a question.
Yeah, and I mean, like, a man is not going to get pregnant and things. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Right. And the dreams are supposed to be beyond your lifetime. So
Correct. Okay, I would go with that. But as far as these techniques, do they work?
yes.
Yes, they do. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I would give you both 2 points for that last one. We're going to end on the good old 69, and we'll just continue on with the test next time.
Sounds like a plan. How many questions are on this test?
Well, you can have a look.
Well, it's 600 something. All right.
600? Is that what I gave you?
619.
Oh, no. Oh, that's not it then. That is not level 1. That's level 4. Wow. So you're getting the advanced stuff.
Where do the level 1 questions go up to?
I think it's 287.
Now, I just want to ask you here. I'm looking over the questions here under health. Do I get bonus points for eating organic food? I think I should get 2 points for that, and 2 points for eating organic fruit and vegetables, and drinking organic juice. I should get bonus points for that because I'm on a juice fast.
Wow, aren't you the keener? Oh, yeah. Actually, there is a point system for that too, so we'll get into that. But yeah, you are getting points for that too.
Giddy up. All right, so we're gonna end the video there.
Yes, and everybody keep track of your own points on the honor system.
What? You said that now? I haven't been keeping track of my points.
You did pretty good, I'll say that.
I would say, okay, I'm going to stop it here and then we're going to argue about points.